Oh, shit, that was louder than I thought I expected it to be. We're back. And we are about to jump into the breakdown for UFC on ESPN Plus 6 Nashville. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Anthony Showtime Pettis.
Yep, Jorge Anthony Showtime Pettis is fighting.
Did I just say that?
Yeah.
God damn it! Do you know what happens when I try and pour beer and talk at the same time?
Yeah, it's because I told you, like, I have a sudden craving for some fucking fried chicken. I want the 3-piece Minnesota, man.
That is true. We were literally talking about him like maybe 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, because I can't remember the last time I had some fried chicken, dude. It sounds so fucking good right now. Anyways,
I had fried chicken for Mardi Gras, which was a great move.
As good as fried chicken is, unless you're fucking weird and don't like fried chicken, let's get into this card. We'll go ahead and start from the bottom.
Yeah, actually, no. Right before you start, I do want to mention there's a couple good fights that are actually happening this week.
Yeah,
well, we should mention off the top, we went 9-3 last weekend, which was much improved over our last couple of ones. I think the only ones we got wrong were, oh boy, we got the first fight of the night wrong. I remember that. I forget dude's name. I know you got the Masvidal fight wrong. I got we both got the Joe Duffy fight wrong. And then I had the Arnold Allen fight wrong, if I remember right. So we did all right on that. But this weekend, there's also Bellator 218, which has people like I think there's Emmanuel Sanchez versus Georgi Karakhanyan 2. Linton Vassal's on that card. And Gerald Harris is also fighting on that card. And then also on Friday, Island Fights 54 in Panama City for spring break, which TJ is commentating, TJ DeSantis, so that should be a fun one. And KSW 47 has Narcoon versus Phil DeFries. It has Pujanowski, Norman Parks on that card, Satoshi Ishii's on that card, and KSW streams on DAZN, and DAZN, as far as I know, it's not $20 yet. So, yeah, I think I love KSW. I think that card's gonna be a lot of fun. But we're just gonna be breaking down in depth this Thompson versus Pettis card. So why don't you start us off at the bottom?
So the bottom, I always get confused with this weight class in general. I don't know if this is one of the few flyweight fights. We still don't have a solid answer yet from Dana, so who knows?
Yeah,
but we have Eric Shelton, who's going up against two American fighters, Jordan Espinosa. Eric Shelton is a flyweight with a record of 12 wins, 5 losses. Last time we saw him fight was in last November. He won a split decision victory, or that's redundant. He won a split decision over Joseph Morales. Before that, he was kind of back and forth with the wins, or he was on a little bit of a skid, but he's been around since the Ultimate Fighter season 24.
Yeah, had a tough run.
Yeah, I mean, he made it competitive against the likes of Tim Elliott. That's right. And that was the same season where Joseph Benavidez told Henry Cejudo that he used to fuck guys like him in high school.
That's right.
Let's see. His opponent, Jordan Espinosa, who does not look like a flyweight at all, at least according to his picture. Maybe it's just the angle. I don't know. Anyways, he's 13-5, his professional record. Last time we saw him was Dana White's Contender Series. He fought last July on there. He knocked out Riley Dutro at the end of the third round. Oh, fuck. It looks like it was like a walk-off win, or a right before the bell kind of win, whatever you want to call that, right? 450, round. Jesus. Okay, that's exciting. Before that, so he had another appearance the year before that on Dana White's Contender Series. He Darce choke submitted someone. Looks like he, according to his rap sheet, he's really good at choking people. So this could be interesting, because Eric Shelton isn't exactly a novice in the grappling department. The guy's got some good game as well. He choked people out. I think this is one of those where it's going to I haven't had too much tape study on both these guys. More or less, I have more tape study on Shelton just based on Tough and some of his past fights in the Ultimate Fighter, recent fights, I should say. I think this goes to the decision. I think it's kind of a toss-up to me. Both guys seem really technical in the grappling, but I haven't seen much of Espinosa's striking, so I really can't Yeah. I don't know, man. This is tough. I don't know who to pick, man.
You
What
gonna get
about
the
you?
classic coin flip out?
I might if I could find a fucking decent coin to flip. Yeah, you know what? No, let me find a quarter here. Go ahead and you give your quick thoughts on that while I find a quarter.
So I have very similar feelings. I'm not real confident one way or the other. I'm leaning Shelton via decision, just off experience and the fact that he's notorious. He hasn't gotten finished in a while. I believe it's been, actually, according to his record, he's never been finished.
Okay, that's important to know.
Yeah, so I'm taking Shelton by decision, but Jordan Espinosa's look good. The level of competition's nowhere near each other, so yeah, I gotta take Shelton by decision.
I think I'm just gonna flip a beer cap.
There you go. That'll work. That works like a coin.
So which one do I have? Oh, it's a Guinness. Use opener to enjoy safely. Sure. Or use a lighter. Whatever you can use.
Yeah.
Don't recommend using your teeth.
Probably not.
Or your eye or your orbital bone. Right? Don't people open with their eye? They go like I still don't get that.
Seems like a bad move.
Or is that fake? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe that sounds like some fucking fail video. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Shelton with the logo, and the blank one will be for Espinosa. I'm probably gonna fuck this up on camera because I'm probably trying to look at the camera. That's sloppy, but yeah. The problem with doing this is you already know which one's gonna happen. So
100%.
Yeah, it landed on this side, so I'm going with Espinosa via decision.
Yeah. I could have seen that one coming. Well, that'll be interesting because I didn't think Espinosa. I think the experience difference is pretty palpable, but then again, Espinosa's definitely the wild card of the two. So sweet. Why don't we keep on? Oh, what are odds looking like on that?
Yep, thank you. The odds on this, just had it up here. Oh, wow. It shows up and then it goes the fuck away. Okay. Looks like Eric Shelton is a minus 180 to a plus 150 to Jordan Espinosa.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Just off experience alone.
And now Tapology says page unresponsive. So what am I on? Fucking SureDog right now? This is always like
no, you wouldn't be able to see the page unresponsive because SureDog would be throwing too many ads on top of it.
What happened to that website, man? That's okay. Now it's fucking showing up. Dude, this every single time. I don't know why. I mean, I've already told you. Okay, it's fucking loaded. I'm gonna put it on my, and then it unloads. Dude, like, what the fuck is this garbage, dude? This is such trash. Oh my, come on. Okay. Nope.
You want to run it off your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to at this point. Okay, so let me open up a bunch of more fucking tabs. That's
well, here, I'll go ahead and do this one while you open that stuff
Thank you. So, thank you.
Chris El Guapo Gutierrez is coming off of a recent loss in his debut to Jaime Barcelos via RNC in the second round at 412. Before that, he had a win over Ray Rodriguez in LFA 52. And a couple other wins, one in Extreme Fight Night, another one in LFA. He's going up against Ryan McDonald, the main event, who is 10-0. Ryan McDonald is coming off of an LFA win over Trevor Ward with a guillotine choke at 206 of the second round. For that, he had a bunch of fights in MCF, whatever the fuck that is. Although he did fight at MCF 15, St. Patty's Beatdown 6. Which sounds
does that mean like they only
Midwest Championship Fighting?
So St. Patty's Beatdown 6, does that mean they only fight on St. Patrick's Day? And it's once a year? Or does that mean
the show was on St. Patrick's Day last year, it seems like.
Oh, okay.
And also, it looks like he won the belt in that.
Okay.
So, to be fair, it was his first fight in the promotion. He won the belt, though. Or no, it wasn't his first fight. He had a couple.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Another coin flip, except I'm not flipping a coin. I'm going to stick to my guns and actually make a fucking pick. I hate doing this because I hate doing this when I run into one of these situations. I don't because I just look like an asshole. I mean,
Well, I also haven't done like nearly any tape study for this card, which makes these picks fucking rough.
I mean, I want to choose the guy who's undefeated because he's undefeated. This guy has won 2 belts, and like you're saying, is it? No, the other guy's MFC, right?
Yep.
I don't fucking know. You know what? I'm going to. I'm gonna go with what's his face? Gutierrez, El Wapo. He's won some belts. He's got to. It'll probably be pretty close. I mean, I'm sure that's why they match these two up together.
That's what I assume. Yeah.
I got Gutierrez via decision.
Yep, I've got the same thing. Gutierrez seems to have the more well-rounded competition under his belt, and Ryan McDonald, I have not seen any tape on, and so that's how I'm leaning.
Definitely not Rory McDonald, which my brain first thought, and I was very confused for about half a second.
Very true. This next one's not hard for me to pick, but
wait,
Chris, you want to? Oh, that's right, odds.
The odds on this. So looks like Chris Gutierrez is a minus 225 favorite to a plus 175 of not Rory McDonald. So that's interesting.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Let's see. Before I get myself more confused, I have this next one pulled up though on my phone. And what did you say? We're not going to have trouble picking. I agree.
I sure don't, anyway. But
no,
then again, I'm a giant homer.
As am I, and we are picking, just to let you know, Angelica Hill. But who is she fighting, or whom is she fighting? She's fighting Canadian fighter Randa Marcos, Quiet Storm. She has a record of 8 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. I believe that's draw, not no contest, but I could be wrong.
Yep.
Last time we saw, I didn't fight her. Last time we saw Randa Marcos, she lost to Nina Ansaroff in a unanimous decision last July. Before that, she had a win over Juliana Lima, and a split decision loss to Alexa Grasso, which I thought she won. It was a close fight. Angela Hill, last time we saw her, she lost a close decision to Courtney Casey, which was a competitive fight, a very good fight. If I may add, before that, Angie Hill was supposed to fight Alexa Grasso, but it got canceled. I think someone got hurt or injured.
I think Grasso popped.
Oh, like for PEDs?
Oh, no, she had a knee injury.
Okay. Before that, Angie Hill had a victory over Marina Moroz, and then she had lost to Nina Ansaroff. Yeah, like we said, we're going with Angie Hill. I think she's going to be able to maintain distance more and kind of pick Marcos apart. Marcos is pretty decent, remember, on the inside as far as getting able to get in and kind of get some exchanges up close with some dirty boxing. Oh,
there you go. Say that again.
Wait, did you hear me? Because I saw
you.
You
didn't.
Okay, it showed your face for a second, frozen. I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna keep talking. So, anyways, Angie Hill, that's our pick. That's my pick at least. I think she's be able to keep some pressure from the outside and jab away at Randa Marcos, who's kind of more comfortable, from what I recall, kind of sticking inside of the dirty boxing, kind of just like that clinch style. I think she attempted some almost like a judo throw on, I think it was Grasso or someone. She likes to get inside. That's her style.
Yeah, she definitely goes for a decent amount of takedowns. She fails a lot of them though.
Yeah, but I like Angie Hill. I think she'll be able to maintain the distance and kind of use her kickboxing and Muay Thai and kind of just point style. I don't know
what method on that.
I got decision.
Yeah,
for Angie Hill. Yeah.
Odds on that, I would guess. I'm curious to see because I would think Hill would be a slight favorite, but maybe not.
So Angie Hill is the favorite. She is a plus. No, excuse me. That doesn't work that way. She is a minus 155 to a plus 125.
That's a little wider than I expected, but I'm not mad at it.
Our next fight I believe, is a women's flyweight bout because I recognize Jennifer Maia, who was in Invicta, formerly of Invicta. Brazilian Maia is taking on Canadian fighter Alexis Davis. And I always get her confused with Sarah Kaufman. Who's the silver medalist? Isn't one of them someone was?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, yeah, it's Davis because she lost to Rousey. I remember they kept saying that.
Okay.
Well, like, oh, she judo throwed her and punched her in the face 16 seconds and destroyed her. And I'm like, oh, did you know she was a silver medalist? Like the whole pre-Cejudo thing, right? Yeah. So Jennifer Maia is taking on Alexis Davis. Last time we saw Jennifer Maia was last July. She lost a decision to Liz Carmouche, one of our favorite fighters. Before that, she was in Invicta, who she's a veteran of. I believe she was a champion there, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Who's that?
Jennifer Maia. When she was in Invicta, she won a belt there. Unless she was just a contender.
I want to say yes, she did over Agnieszka Gniezvich.
Oh, I remember she beat Roxanne.
I want to say that was for the belt, right? Yeah.
In a championship fight. That's right. Okay. Yeah, so she was the Invicta flyweight champion for a little bit. Anyways, since my pacing is way the fuck off, I apologize. Alexis Davis, last time we saw her was a unanimous decision loss to Caitlin Chukagian last July as well. Oh, they were on that same card, UFC on Fox 30. And before that, she had a victory over Liz Carmouche. So it looks like so far these couple of first pairings or these first fights on the prelims are kind of based on they've basically fought the same opponents as of recent, which makes sense when you're kind of building those bottom of the rung on the card or whatever you want to call it. I think I'm going to go with Alexis Davis. I don't want to say just go, she beat Carmouche and Maia lost to Carmouche. I don't know. I guess that's unfair because based on that. This is another one of those fights, man. I'm like, shit. I just got to go with Davis.
Yeah, I'm very indecisive on this fight. What method do you have for Davis?
Decision.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take Maia via decision also. Just because I don't have faith in Alexis Davis in a lot of ranges. And I just think unless Maia gets overwhelmed early, I think Maia should be able to hang in there pretty well. So I'm going to take Maia via decision. I mean, she's looked good against people like Agnieszka Gniezvich. She looked good against Roxy, and that was when Roxy was on, like, starting to really turn her game around. She did really well against Vanessa Porto back in the day. You know, the loss to Liz Carmouche is like Liz Carmouche, I think, is a bad style matchup by definition for Alexis Davis. I think Alexis Davis is by definition a bad style matchup for Liz Carmouche. So while you would think that would mean 1 + 1 = 2 on that, I don't necessarily think it will be. So I'm going to take Maia, but not with a ton of confidence.
Yeah. And just so far, just a lot of these fights, like we said, are pretty evenly matched or pretty closely matched.
Definitely. And the odds are showing that too.
Yeah, the odds from what I just saw, Alexis Davis is a -150 to a +120 of Jennifer Maia.
I can see that.
So this next fight we have is a men's bantamweight bout between Marlon Chito Vera and Frankie Saenz.
Mm-hmm.
So Chito, last time we saw him, he's a record of 14 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. He defeated Guido Canetti. Oh, that's right. I think it was in Chile. Because they all were booing against Canetti because remember Chileans and Argentinians hate each other.
Yeah, that was the Magny versus Ponzinibbio card.
Yep. No, wait. No, I think it was in Chile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Before that, he had the win over Waluigi.
That's right. Yeah, before that it was Waluigi, and before that he had kind of a little skid. He survived against John Lineker and was piecing Lineker. He won that third round. If it was a 5-rounder, he probably would have taken that because Lineker gassed like crazy.
Yep.
Frankie Saenz, the veteran, who's holy shit, he's 38. That's right, he's been around for a while. Last time we saw Frankie Saenz, he was supposed to fight Cheeto. Okay, early this month, March 2nd. So they just moved it a couple weeks to
Vera got sick
Saturday. Before that, he was supposed to fight Song Yadong. That got canceled. So the last time we saw Saenz, he's coming off 2 wins. Before that, recently, God, I can't even fucking talk right now. He was in May. He defeated Henry Briones via unanimous decision. And before that, he won a close decision over Mirab. And I always say his name, Davalis Shavili.
Yeah, you got it.
Something. Yeah, I'm going Chito Vera this one. He's a younger fighter. I think he's kind of more explosive fighter. To be honest, I can't remember the last time my eyeballs saw fucking Saenz like fight, and I was like, "That's Frankie Saenz." I know that's very disrespectful to him, and I'm sorry, Frankie Saenz, but I legitimately can't remember the time I was like sitting down. I'm like, "Oh, Frankie Saenz is fighting." Swear to God, I know it's the weirdest.
Probably got to be the Briones fight. You probably just don't remember it.
Yeah.
So that was on the my card.
Yeah, I just remember when he lost to Uriah Faber, but barely. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I got Cheeto in this one. Method of victory, decision.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the same way. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous about it is Cheeto is notorious for dropping the first round.
Okay, yeah.
Which I think he's probably gonna do again in this fight because he always does it. But Cheeto comes on strong late, and he's shown, especially recently, he's been able to turn up the pace pretty quickly after the first round, or even towards the end of the first. So I like to think that Cheeto is going to be able to put the last 2 rounds in the bag pretty succinctly, if not get a late finish.
I can see that. So the odds on, the odds on this one, Cheeto is a -162 to a +132 of Frankie Saenz.
That sounds around right. Oh, maybe a little wider than I would expect, but doesn't sound too far off.
So next up, we have what weight class is this? A featherweight bout between American
prelims.
Yep, a American fighter Bobby Moffitt going up against American fighter Bryce Mitchell. Thug Nasty is his nickname, and Bobby Moffitt is called the Wolfman.
Bryce Mitchell, who you guys will know as a result of the screwdriver he took to his nuts.
Yeah, I saw something like that on Reddit, and it said hardware tools and scrotum. I was like, ow?
Yeah. No, he literally drilled his nuts in half.
Ooh. Yeah, I no comment on that. Like, what the fuck? Anyways,
well, the only comment should be don't put a power drill in the waist of your jeans.
Yeah, in the vicinity. Yeah, just like don't put a gun in your waistband either. Or if it's a high point,
also
definitely
good
don't
point.
Do that. Yeah. Yeah. Which, by the way, if you don't know what high point is, it's called I need a gun as soon as possible. High Point's like, we got you, man. We'll give you this gun for about $100. Yeah, they jam all the time. Very unreliable. They're made of plastic. You get the idea. Terrible fucking gun. It's a gangster gun. It's a budget gangster. It's a Cheddar Bob gun. For any people who remember that. Anyways, I'm going way off topic. You can tell how clearly excited I am for this fight. Bobby Moffitt, last time we saw him, he submitted Chaz Kelly last November via Darce choke in the second round. Before that, wow, okay, so his last 3 wins in a row have come via Darce choke. Okay. Bryce Mitchell, Mr. Thug Nasty here. Last time we saw him was the Ultimate Fighter 27 finale. He won against. Is he a winner?
No, he lost to Brad Katona.
Oh, that's right. I remember that guy. That guy's from SPG Ireland, I think.
Yes.
He's a Canadian. Really good jiu-jitsu.
Mhm.
But yeah, last time we saw Bryce Mitchell, he defeated Tyler Diamond in a unanimous victory, or in a majority decision win. Oh yeah, it's just another one, dude. I fucking hate. I don't know. This card's frustrating to me in the beginning. If I'm honest, it's partially to me probably not doing much tape study at all.
Yeah, well, and it's also very well matched.
Yeah, so I guess it really should be frustrating, but damn. So this guy too. So these are like two jiu-jitsu guys. Just looking off their rap sheet here, they all win by chokes.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely
More or less
prominent, but they're both, especially they're both pretty well rounded on the feet as well.
Yeah, so this is probably going to decision. I'm gonna go with the veteran Bobby Moffitt to beat Chaz Skelly. Based on that, no disrespect to Bryce Mitchell, that's where I'm going.
What method are you going on that?
I got decision.
Yep, me too. I have Moffitt also, mainly because he is with the MMA lab, which I'm really high on that camp right now. Especially when it comes to if you're going to be fighting a dude like Bryce Mitchell, I feel like the MMA lab is the perfect place to prep for that kind of a fight. So yeah, I got to go Moffitt. And by the way, we now have decision picks for every single fight on the prelim, so that could be interesting.
I think that's going to change in this next fight. Before I get into the next fight, actually, you know what? Fuck, maybe it won't. Well, we'll see. The odds on this. Bobby Moffitt, a -169 to a +139 for Bryce Mitchell. This next fight, really exciting.
Yeah.
Two good prospects. One of them, I guess, is more veteran than the other.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So I shouldn't call her a prospect. But this prospect, her nickname, The Future, Macy Barber. She's only 20 years old, which is crazy. She's 6-0. Last time we saw her, she absolutely fucking looks like she was opening a can of some fucking tomato sauce on fucking Hannah Cypher's forehead. That was gnarly. I remember that. That was crazy. She fucking butchered her with those elbows in the ground and pound. Got the finish in the middle of the second round. That was nuts. She's going up against veteran fighter JJ Aldrich, and this is a strawweight bout, I may add. JJ Aldrich, last time we saw her, she defeated Pauliana Viana, or Paulina Marijuana, as we still like to call her.
Sure do.
And before that, so she's had a nice little run. She's won 3 fights in a row. She defeated Chan Mi Jian, Danielle Taylor, Pauliana Marijuana. This is a tough matchup for Macy Barber.
Super tough.
Giving her. So, yeah, that's another one.
It's a big step up in competition. Like, this is by far the hardest fight of her career.
I think I'm gonna go JJ Aldrich in this one. It's gonna be a decision. I think it's gonna be probably potential for one of fight of the nights. I think it's gonna be one of those really hard fought, or at least in the prelims. I can see why was this the main event of the prelims? Or was the last one? Did you say
the last one was? This is going to open up the ESPN Plus main card, which it's a good fight.
Opening fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got JJ Aldrich. I got to go with a more experienced veteran here. She's on a really nice 3-fight win streak. I can't knock Macy Barber, but she's only 20. She could just be the shit right now, and say she fucking beats JJ Aldrich. Then there you go, another feather in your cap. But I got to go with the veteran here.
What method you take?
It's gonna be competitive either way. I got decision.
And so I've been going back and forth on this one a whole lot. I like JJ Aldrich. When I initially heard about this matchup, I was leaning hard towards JJ. But the one thing that makes me curious how this is going to play out is Macy Barber's finally moving up to 125, which could be a big factor.
This is a flyweight bout, right?
Yeah, Macy's just now moving up. She said she was eating something like 500 to 700 calories a day when she was down at 115.
That's terrible.
Is fucking insane.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah, so you wonder what she's gonna look like moving up. You gotta imagine she's gonna look way better. But JJ Aldrich is very well rounded. She has a heavy top game. Fucking smashed. Who the fuck did she smash recently? Pauliana Viana.
Yep.
and dominated Danielle Taylor and Chammy Jian. I really like JJ Aldrich. I think I'm going to take Macy Barber by decision, mostly because I think Macy is probably going to be able to work more of the kicking game from the outside, and I think that's going to give JJ problems. But if JJ is all able to work a pressure boxing game and kind of put Barber out of her element, I would not be surprised to see JJ pick up the decision in this at all.
So
I gotta imagine Macy's a pretty big favorite because everybody's so high on her.
Yeah. I was gonna say they're probably gonna throw you off, but apparently not. Macy Barber is a minus 245 to a plus 195 for JJ Aldrich.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I would 100. I might put money on JJ Aldrich in this fight.
Probably not a bad pick.
Or add her in like a garbage parlay with like Justin Willis or somebody.
So this next fight, pretty interesting. We have Luis Pena, aka Violent Bob Ross, who I believe just moved down to 145.
Yeah, which is insane.
What the fuck?
I know. He's so goddamn big.
I hope he makes weight. He's 6'3".
Yeah, we're recording this Thursday instead of Friday, so odds are based on every
odds
other.
Are he won't. That's right. Yeah. Fuck.
Based on every other show we've ever recorded, the odds are somebody's going to either die on this card or fall out before it starts. Also, shouts out to Kyle Madaffer in the chat. I see you, boo. Fucking me and Kyle been chatting about cigars. Fucking shouts out to the Cigar Authority podcast, which Kyle should be listening to. But yeah, so Luis Pena, Violent Bob Ross, 5-1, coming off that win over, or the loss rather, to Mike Trezano, which fucking Mike Trezano's looked very good. And prior to that, he had the wins over Richie Smolin and Jose Martinez on The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, and this is interesting because I know Trezano is very well-rounded.
Just very solid wrestler.
I'm trying to just remember if it was more like, because I think some people were saying Pena kind of underperformed for, I guess, how hyped he was in that fight. But Trezano was no joke, though. I mean, they're both on the same season, The Ultimate Fighter. And I apologize. I didn't even mention anything about Steven Pearson. That's disrespectful to him.
Yeah, Steven Pearson, 17-7. Coming off the win over Matt Bissett in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Before that, he had the loss to Brandon Davis and the win over Justin Winter in LFA 28.
It looks like he's giving Thiago Santos a run for his money for terrible comic book tattoos on your chest.
Yes.
That's really fucking bad.
Oh, shit. And Steven Peterson's out of Fortis MMA. This is going to be a good fight.
Okay. But yeah, if you think having Mjolnir on your chest is bad enough, I mean, clearly you don't give a fuck at that point. Have the Superman logo on there. Sure.
Yeah, that's one of those tattoos you're like, oh boy.
Yeah. And how many times are we gonna fucking hear? I don't know who's commentating, but they're like, oh, it's gonna fucking be his kryptonite to Luis, or Luis Pena is gonna be the kryptonite to Steven Pearson. There's just some goofy fucking shit, right? I can
quite possible.
Now. Oh boy. Yeah, no, this should be a competitive fight. His gym is no joke.
Both these guys. I mean, AKA versus Fortis MMA. That's a good matchup.
I don't want to say I don't think Pena is going to make weight because that's.
I mean, dude, he's so big for that weight class.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not going to make weight. I don't see it happening. I think he's not going to get finished because he's tough as shit. But I think he will lose this fight. I think he's going to be like, why the fuck did I go down to 145? I'm not saying it's going to be like Anthony Pettis' tenure at 145, but there's just some instances where you try to look for that weight advantage, and it's going to backfire. And I think this is what's going to happen in this fight. 100%.
You got Peterson in this?
I got Peterson.
Via what?
I think he's going to knock him out. I can't remember if Pena's ever been finished. But I think this is just one of those instances. You just go down and it just fucks with you. Especially the lack of
has been finished, but that was back in his AMI career.
I think it happens here.
That's interesting.
It's just one of those things. Like you're cutting that weight in Dillashaw aside, whatever. Darren Till, maybe, right? I mean, at some point, like, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking going down it. I hate always saying round 3, but I think it's one of those where it's like a hard fought fight. I think Pena's gas tank is very kind of, it's just affected. It's compromised, whatever you want to call it, right? Due to the weight cut. So, yeah, I got round 3. I don't know.
Yeah, so going into this, go ahead.
I said, I guess it's just kind of just throwing it out. I don't know. Maybe it's a shot in the dark. It's just something I feel is going to happen.
To be fair, going into this fight, I was leaning Pena all day, but looking at the crazy difference in experience between Pena and Peterson, it's hard not to take Peterson. What is he? 17-7, and Pena's 5-1 as a pro.
See, I'm glad I didn't even fucking bring that up.
That's a crazy difference.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I originally came into this thinking I was going to take Luis Pena because I love Luis Pena. He's great. He's hilarious on social media and just in general. But yeah, I think I'm going to take Peterson via decision. I think Pena is going to probably take the first round. If Pena can get a takedown and work any kind of grappling game, I think he might have an advantage. But I just don't know if he's going to be able to keep any kind of significant pace, and I could easily see him drop in the last 2 rounds in a 29-28 decision.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't think you'll like these odds, though.
I'm sure they're very heavy for Luis Pena, mostly because Luis Pena is another fan favorite, similar to Macy Barber.
Take a guess. Well, that's stupid. I know we've done that before.
It's like 210-ish.
Minus 260 to plus 210.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you're right, really kind of. High. Just the other way around.
Man, that's a crazy line.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. This next fight, however,
you guys want a 2-team parlay? If you want to put like $1 or $2 on a 2-team parlay, fucking whoever we mentioned earlier that you should add to a parlay, was it Hill? No. Was it Hill?
I think it was Moth. No. I don't even know now.
No, I can't even remember. I want to say it was Hill, but dude, a parlay with Hill and Peterson is not the worst idea ever.
Not a bad idea at all. So what's also not a bad idea is that they book this next fight, which
it's a great fight.
May or may not be one of the last flyweight fights, and I'm gonna stop saying that because we don't know at this point. So you got a flyweight bout between 2 killers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I want to say the winner of this fight fights Cejudo, but we don't know what's happened. We don't know.
I would say they probably don't, if we're being honest.
They don't. Nope.
Which is
so. This fight
hell.
Does not matter. This fight really doesn't mean shit. It's kind of like a
meaningless fight. Well, it does mean shit because one of them is probably getting cut if they lose,
which isn't fair, but whatever.
Yep.
Blame Dana White. Sorry, I don't want to get like mad, but I just feel.
I'm pretty mad about it. Flyweight's so good, so cool, and everybody.
One of these guys are probably
things.
One or both of these people probably have fucking like a wife and kids or a family.
I'm sure they both do. Yeah.
Oh, hi, honey. So if I lose even more. Just want to let you know. So I'm not gonna lose. You know, it's like by the way, also if I win, I probably still lose. Yeah. So anyways, I'll shut the fuck up. Davison Figueiredo. I don't know. I'm gonna try to say his name. Deus da Guerra. I know Portuguese is a lot different than Spanish Italian, so I probably butchered that. But I mean, I know it means God of War. I know that's what it means, just by looking at that.
Nice.
So, and based on this dude's physicality now, he literally wrestles people around, and he has a lot of support from the likes of Conor Rebush on how hyped he is on Davison Figueiredo. He absolutely murdered John Moraga, and he's 15-0. I mean, holy shit!
Yeah, he's had a crazy run.
This dude is looking real fucking good. His opponent is looking real good too. Jusei Formiga. I have him in fantasy on a flex because I think the contracts are still locked, I believe, for our current quarter.
Really?
I think I'm gonna have to double check tonight.
I haven't checked. Yeah, because I need to.
Because that means I'm gonna be struggling then to win quarter 3 if I got to keep going by flexes, but we'll see.
Oh, you mean contracts are still? Wait, you mean Q3 contracts are still locked? Yeah, they are.
That's what yeah. Anyways, Formiga, last time we saw him, he defeated Sergio Pettis in the unanimous decision. I can't remember if he made it look easy per se. I think he wrestled the shit out of him or like jabbed him. I think it's one of those fights that Sergio just wasn't looking like himself.
Yeah, that was the Khabib McGregor card where I was very drunkenly watching that with all you guys over at my place. So
yep,
drinking proper 12.
I went to Jimbo's the other day and saw that shit in there.
Oh, it's everywhere, and it's also so expensive.
Isn't like $28, something dumb?
Yeah, you do. I prefer Rebel Yell bourbon over that, and it's $13 a bottle. So
just give me some fucking Bushmills, and I don't even really like Irish whiskey.
Yeah, Bushmills is great.
Anyways, yeah, Formiga's been on a tear too. He rear naked choked Ben Nguyen and Oka Sasaki. I would say this is a pretty tough fight to pick, but I'm going with Figueiredo in this one.
Really?
Yeah. I like his. They're both physical fighters for that weight class. I hope both of them go to bantamweight once flyweight, dissolves. Unfortunately, which is unfortunate. I don't know. I feel like you can go either way on this one. They're both around the same age. One's 31, one's 33. What about height? I know it doesn't really mean shit.
There's definitely
they both have they're both the same height.
Really? I feel like Figueiredo seems so much longer.
He just has a 1-inch reach advantage, so physically they're pretty much the same.
That's interesting. I always felt like he seemed bigger, but I guess not.
Yeah, I think too. I think Formiga's too. I don't say he's too talented to not get finished. Anyone can get caught. Let's not get that wrong about this. Let's not get that twisted. Anyone can get caught. Look what happened to Darren Till. Yeah, I like Figueiredo on this one. It's just a gut call.
You're taking that by decision?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think this will be one of the better fights of the night too.
I absolutely agree. I think it will be one of the better fights of the night. However, I am going to be taking Formiga via decision just because dude's experience is crazy. Like, he's a crazy. Here's his only losses ever in his career: Ray Borg, Henry Cejudo, Joseph Benavidez, John Dodson, and that was in 2012, and Ian McCall in 2011.
That's no shame in that.
That's the elite of the elite when it comes to that division. So, just off of that, I need to see a steeper drop off before I can pick somebody as green in comparison as dudes and Figueiredo.
That's a very good call, and I would change my pick, but I'll stick with my guns. I won't back out. We'll see.
I mean, to be fair,
Figueiredo wins, then holy shit.
Yeah, to be fair, Figueiredo is super impressive, and I really am high on his potential in the division. I would not at all be surprised for him to take this. I just think Formiga rather is he's so well rounded and so just he's well rounded and he's able to compete with such high level competition that I just haven't seen that out of Davidson yet. So.
Oh, yeah, and I should look at the odds. Where the fuck am I? Oh, okay. Figueiredo, wow. Minus 145 to plus 115 over Formiga.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see that. He's definitely got the hype out of the two.
Okay. Next up we have, I don't know if it's lightweight or featherweight because I haven't seen...
Looks to be lightweight from what I'm seeing.
So we have Peruvian fighter Jesus El Mudo Pinedo, going a record of 16 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, going up against Canadian veteran fighter John the Bull Makdessi, who's 16-6. Last time we saw Pinedo fight was last November at UFC Fight Night 140. He had a decision victory over Devin Powell, and now it's his UFC debut. Okay, so he's got 1 fight. He's going up against the scrappy veteran, John Makdessi, who's been in the UFC for a while. Yeah, since 2010. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. Almost 10 years. His last 2 fights, he defeated Ross Pearson via decision and Abel Trujillo via decision.
In a shit kicking against Ross Pearson. Oh my God. The bludgeoning he put on Ross Pearson was insane. I was building an IKEA desk during that for my girlfriend's mom. And holy shit. I kept dropping shit because I was losing my goddamn mind during that fight. Yeah,
I remember I watched that fight. I also do remember, unfortunately, I think Kamaru Usman said it on JRE. You always remember your toughest losses instead of your victories. You always remember your losses more than your victories.
Right.
Because the reason why I say that is I remember Makdessi almost getting decapitated by a wheel kick from Lando Venata.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he basically did get decapitated.
Yeah, one of the more violent knockouts I've seen.
Oh, it's nasty.
And besides Darren Till, why does it's out? The way Darren Till's head hit the canvas. Ow.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was one of the scariest.
He basically got the thing about Muslim, he knocks you out more than once. He knocked out Cowboy twice in one fight. He basically knocked out Darren Till
knocked out Till like 3 times. He knocked him out once with the left hook. He knocked him out again with the left hook, and then he knocked him out again with the ground and pound. And that's not even counting how the canvas got a shot in during that.
Yeah, that's the thing we talked about. He needs to go up to 185. I hope he takes like 9 months off. I hope he takes
at least 9 months to a year.
Like, dude, that was
it was bad. They didn't even show him till after Masvidal stopped speaking in the post-fight speech because he was just so out.
Anyways, I'm going with Makdessi. I got to go with the veteran.
Yeah, you got to.
Guy. I have to. I don't know too much about Pinedo. I saw him fight Devin Powell. At least I just recognize that name. This guy looks like he likes to choke people. There's a couple triangle chokes, rear naked chokes. But that's in another promotion, and Makdessi likes to charge forward. He's the bull. I think he's going to knock this dude out.
Really? What round?
But then again, that's unfair because I don't know. I'm kind of just going against the grain in the fact that there's a little more of unknown. There's an unknown. That's the X factor.
To be fair, the way Makdessi pieced up Ross Pearson, who was actually looking very good in that fight as well, but was still just getting lit up. It's hard to doubt it because I'm surprised if it wasn't Ross Pearson, that person would have been knocked out. But since Ross Pearson's so goddamn tough,
yeah. And then the odds.
What round are you taking? What round are you taking?
Excuse me. I'm thinking like around 2-ish.
Second.
Yeah.
You know what? Am I really keeping my shithead streak alive? I think I am. I think I'm taking Makdessi by decision, which makes that my fucking another decision that I'm picking. I think I'm picking this whole card by decision pretty much now that I'm looking at this.
Yeah, I think this is my only non-decision one so far. Anyways.
Oh, you had Peterson via KO.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. The odds on this. Okay. Yeah, so Makdessi is a minus 315 to a plus 255 Pinedo.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. This next fight should be really good. At least I hope it is.
I'm excited for it for sure.
It's a heavyweight bout between Big Pretty Justin Willis, who fights out of AKA, going up against Curtis Razor Blades. I can't remember his fight camp off the top of my head, unfortunately. Justin Willis. Yeah.
Elevation.
He's from. So that's in Denver, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Last time we saw Justin Willis, he won a decision victory over Mark Hunt. Did he wrestle fuck him? I think.
He jabbed the shit out of him and leg kicked him. That was what's so impressive about it. Is he's just stuck on the outside and jab and leg kicked him.
Damn, this is a really good fight.
Yeah,
shit.
It's a really good fight.
He decision Chase Sermon, and which is a very, very much more or less a brawl, which both guys were so fucking gassed by the third round. And that's my X factor going into this. How's Willis's gas take going to be? It's still a 3-round fight, so I guess it really shouldn't be too much of a big thing going into this. Curtis Blades has fought in main events. He had a really good streak going. He beat Omi Olenchuk. He beat Alexei Olenek. He beat Mark Hunt. He fucking cracked open Alistair Overeem's head like a goddamn coconut.
Oh my god, that was one of the scariest elbows.
But he can't get past Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, who's looked fantastic lately, he's kind of had a little mini renaissance. Can't really call it a renaissance, though, because he's only been in the UFC for a little bit. But
he's had a whole one-fight renaissance, right?
It's just one fight?
What did he win before?
No, he knocked out Kane.
Oh, you're right. Oh, okay, I forgot that one happened.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
To be fair, still that fight, but maybe it's just because I'm salty about the fact that I still think Kane... I still can't believe Kane lost to Francis Ngannou. I'm still salty about the fact that exists in time and place. Or time and space, rather.
Fucking happens. This fight's kind of tough to pick. I'm leaning Curtis Blades. They both have good wrestling. I know that. I mean, clearly Willis is at fucking AKA. So he's sparring against DC, sparring against Kane.
He's notoriously the training partner for DC and Kane for a long time now because everybody else would leave because they got beat up too bad. And he said that on a couple podcasts where he's like, yeah, no, I'm like the training partner for Kane and DC because everybody else leaves.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's 6'3". Yeah, these guys are huge. Jesse Will is 6'3". Curtis Blades is 6'4". I'm trying to remember who has like the better striking. It's weird.
I would say Willis since he pieced up Hunt on the feet, but then again, Curtis Blades still gets shots in on the feet, like because he was able to pressure dudes because of his wrestling. He does get shots in on the feet. I think a lot of this comes down to whether or not Curtis Blades gets takedowns. I think it becomes the big X factor in this fight.
Yeah, I was leaning Blades, but I think I'm gonna go Willis. I can't ignore that. No disrespect, Elevation's a good camp. But Willis has that advantage of being an AKA and whom he trains with and spars with on a daily basis or weekly basis, really. Yeah, I'm going Willis. I'm thinking decision. I think it's going to be a good scrappy fight. I think they're just going to be exchanging back and forth pretty constantly. A lot of stuff takedowns.
Yeah, I agree. I have Willis by decision as well. Mostly because again, yeah, like you said, Willis training at AKA. It's hard for me to imagine that even if Willis gets taken down, that he ends up getting just smashed from ground and pound like Alistair did. If you're training with guys like DC and Kane, you gotta imagine your ground defense is pretty gotta be somewhat solid. And Willis has looked extremely good on the feet, and a jab is exactly the kind of thing that I think could give Curtis Blades serious problems at distance.
Yeah.
Which, if he gets his takedown game shut down, I would not be surprised to see a late KO from Willis either. So I'm taking Willis via decision, but I think mostly just because I think he's not going to commit to any giant power punches. So in order to avoid the takedown, I think he's just going to jab the shit out of Curtis Blades for at least 2 of the 3 rounds. And I'm sure he is a big underdog.
You're saying Willis?
Yeah.
The fuck? That's weird. Sorry, I just got some random thing. It wasn't even YouTube. Sorry. Yeah, Blades minus 265 to a plus 215 over Justin Willis.
If you guys want a shit-eating wild man parlay, it's all about Peterson and Willis in a parlay. That is a shit-eating wild man parlay. You like put a $1 or $2 on that and enjoy when neither one of them wins, and we make you feel like an idiot because that 50-50, that's super possible. But that's how I feel about every fight on this card. Like, I'm not confident about the only fight I'm actually confident about is John McDessie. And maybe Angela Hill. And even then, the Angela Hill fight, I'm like, it makes me nervous.
So this brings us to the main event of the evening.
Yeah, it does.
Nashville, Tennessee. We got Anthony Showtime Pettis going up to 170, going up a weight class, taking on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who, if he gets this victory, he might be getting a title shot soon. As long as he doesn't have to fight Woodley again. I don't think they want to make that matchup.
Yeah, I don't think they want to give him to Usman either, though. I don't think that
That's
goes
true.
well for him.
Yeah. I guess I'm just speaking relatively towards this title shot opportunity, but yeah.
Who knows though? Because they fucking love Wonderboy. Like the brass loves Wonderboy. He's so sellable.
Yeah. Anthony Pettis. Last time we saw him, he lost via corner stop. I mean, he looked good against Tony Ferguson. All things considered, he looked
yes and no.
Yes and no. Tony Ferguson notoriously gets dropped a lot. I'm not saying he's chinny. Maybe he is, but his recovery is absolutely insane.
He's just so wild that you're liable to get hit when you're that fucking wild in a fight.
That's why, by the way, hopefully, I hope Tony Ferguson's doing better. I saw he was getting some help. So all good vibes towards him. I don't want to see talent like that go to waste.
Yeah, and he seems like overall like he's a good dude too.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad to, and he hangs out with people who I consider pretty good dudes. So I'm glad to see him getting help.
So that's the last time we saw Anthony Pettis. He had a broken hand, I believe it was, in the corner. Just stopped the fight.
To be fair, something crazy that I think people sleep on about Anthony Pettis. Here are Anthony Pettis' last losses since 2014. Tony Ferguson, Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway, Edson Barboza, Eddie Alvarez, and RDA. That is all champions except for Edson Barboza and Poirier, who are on the cusp constantly for title shots. That's a crazy that's a crazy level of competition.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just nuts. He's just fought like the best of the best. So can't knock him there.
Easy fights.
No, this is a fucking warrior. Stephen Thompson. Last time we saw him, he lost.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. At least not in our opinion, I believe.
Not in anyone's opinion who watched that fight and isn't from London or Liverpool, rather, or England in general.
So last time we saw him, he defeated Darren Till.
Sure did.
According to us, and it wasn't non-eventful. It wasn't an exciting fight. I don't think we're gonna get that with this main event, though. We could, but I
don't think so. From what I've been hearing, I mean, Wonderboy said on Coast to Coast MMA Hour, or Coast to Coast MMA, or Coast to Coast Combat Hour is the name of that show. I fuck it up every time. But when they talked to him a couple weeks back, he said he's been focusing a lot on being the more aggressive fighter and being less of a counterpuncher. And Anthony Pettis has been saying all week he's going out there to fucking make a scrap out of this thing. So it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And here's Wonderboy's last few opponents, since we'll just play that game too. He lost to Darren Till. He defeated.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He defeated Jorge Masvidal, which in hindsight looks better now.
Yeah, sure does. And he did real well in that fight.
Yeah, he knocked him. I mean, he knocked him down. Like Jorge wasn't like hurt, but he got some really solid like spinning back kicks on him right in the square in the chest.
And he cleanly won that.
He had like those really good glides with like the counters with the fucking he had like that gliding punch that Dominic Cruz does so well, and so does Dillashaw. I can't remember I guess it's called a gliding punch. He lost in a absolutely terrible fight to Tyron Woodley, the rematch. First fight was great, which was a draw. So he had 2 fights against Woodley in a row, which is crazy.
Which, to be fair, is just the worst style matchup for him.
Yeah. He defeated Rory McDonald. He defeated Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah, he beat Johnny Hendricks, which I watched in a bar in New Orleans during Mardi Gras with the homie Trevor, who's been on the show. Which was one of the craziest experiences I've ever seen.
You were like going crazy, and everyone else was like way too wasted.
We were in this little tiny Irish bar off Bourbon. If I remember right, it's kind of all a blur, but I remember having my goddamn mind blown by Johnny Hendricks just getting housed like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I didn't even know who Wonderboy was. Like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, oh shit, we know now.
Evidently,
I had no idea. Yeah, so I guess I'll go to kind of what Jack Slack was talking about, and as well as Connor Rebush and Phil McKenzie. I think in a lot of fights where Pettis has a lot of pressure put on him, it comes down to what his footwork is. and how he can escape that pressure. Wonderboy is one of the best in all the UFC at keeping distance, maintain distance, and just using his strikes at distance, really, and avoiding people kind of being able to close that gap. Pettis, to me, isn't really like an explosive fighter, and one that I'm sure he has that ability to get inside pretty quickly, but that's not really his style. He's kind of more like of a kickboxer and kind of stick. I kind of feel like he kind of just stays back and kind of counters more. So I think they'll both be similar in that. This one, though, I feel like it's going to be too much in the favor of Wonderboy in that he'll just be able to kind of piece up Pettis from distance for most of the fight. I would say decision, but I think Wonderboy's going to get a finish here. I don't know how Pettis' chin will be at 170. Maybe it's better because he's not really cutting that much weight. I don't know how much weight he cuts. I don't know how much weight he had cut to go to 155. I imagine he's at least 185 pounds. Like he probably cuts a decent amount of weight. Like
yeah, I don't know if he's that big. I would say he's at least
he's 5'10" though. Yeah, he's probably cuts about maybe 10 pounds, if even that. Yeah, he's pretty. Would you call him a small welterweight? I guess he is, right?
He's got to be, but he probably put on some weight for this as well.
Yeah, I like Wonderboy by I think this would be actually a really good fight. I think some people think it's going to be a boring chess match. No, I think this could be really like a banger of a fight. I think Pettis is going to bring it, though. I think it's going to be really competitive. But I think he'll play too much into Wonderboy's favor, stylistically speaking. And I think he clips Pettis with some crazy shit. Like, not like last week, like George Masvidal shit, no 3-piece in a soda, even though we are in Nashville. And you're like, God damn it, dude, you're saying that again. Oh, sorry.
Oh, dude, I'm so used to it. It's going
to be
it's going to be the who knew the fuck. It's going to be the new who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's Jeremy Stevens. How dare you?
Yeah. No, I got Wonderboy TKO round 4 is my official pick.
4th. Wow. Yeah, I'm taking Wonderboy via KO in the KO TKO, one of those in the 3rd, I think.
3rd. Okay.
Just because I think Pettis is gonna have trouble dealing with the distance of Wonderboy and the range. And I think the more Pettis tries to smash in and close the different distance, the more trouble he's gonna have with just eating especially the long straight shot. The long straight of Wonderboy, I think, is going to give him mad problems, even more than the kicks. Because Wonderboy is really good at hitting that long straight and then stepping off at an angle. Yep. I think that's going to frustrate the shit out of Pettis the more Pettis tries to pressure. And I think Wonderboy is probably the quicker of the two when it comes to countering kicks. So I think that'll be pretty tough on Pettis. The only way I see Pettis winning this, if Pettis really just goes in and works a wrestling game.
I was going to say takedowns, right?
Yeah. If Pettis puts him against the cage and works for takedowns, I don't necessarily hate Pettis' chances, but that's a fucking tall order against Wonderboy who nobody has really been able to do that against. Yeah. So unless Pettis is able to catch Wonderboy in just like a wild flurry where Pettis is just pushing the pace and Wonderboy's having trouble keeping distance and like not just running backwards. That's the only way. Whereas the only way I see Wonderboy having trouble is if Pettis is just literally walking him down consistently. And I think if Pettis walks him down consistently, it just gives Wonderboy more chances for solid counters that he's very good at. So this is my only KO pick of the card, which I'm going, Wonderboy 3rd. But I think it'll be a fun fight regardless.
What do you think's next for Wonderboy if he wins? Ben Askren?
That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Because worst case if Wonderboy wins that, then you can get him. That means he's proven himself against a dominant wrestler, like which he's done before, but it'd be good to see him re-cement that against a guy like Ben Askren and then give him more of a legitimate argument to face Usman.
Or Colby. We'll see.
Or Colby.
I doubt it, but who fucking knows? Weirder shit has happened in UFC title fights.
100%, especially in the 70-pound division.
And that fight's got to be International Fight Week, right? July 6th. There's no way they don't do that. Yeah, they're going to hype the fuck out of it like all spring. Yeah, they'll put it on with John Jones versus Santos, right? Isn't Santos going to fight him maybe.
That or DC Brock Lesnar is the other rumor.
Like all those on one card, or DC Brock?
I mean, those are all rumored for International Fight Week. Who knows which of them actually come together?
Oh God, dude! You already know they're gonna do DC and Brock on the same card, because then they'll just have Jones and DC calling each other out, or I don't.
Feels like it would be a thing, doesn't it?
Oh God.
What are odds on
and then
that?
watch. Yeah, and the same watch, and then Jones goes up in weight, and then Stipe gets madder and madder. Okay, the odds according to BetDSI, the odds are actually all over the place. Wow,
Really?
Holy shit!
I would expect Wonderboy to be a pretty giant favorite.
He is, but these odds are fucking weird. I'll read this one. These BetDSI, Wonderboy -412 to +312.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Another one has -361 to +319, -400 +300, -450 to +350. One of them has a -420 to a +295.
Oh,
yeah. -450 to +3. Yeah, it's something like, it's just, I don't know. But I'm gonna go bet DSI is -412 to +312.
Yeah, that seems a little wide, but I also don't. I see it very few possibilities for Pettis to win this fight outside of a sub, which is a very tall order against Wonderboy.
Yeah. Good luck.
Cool, man.
That's it for Nashville. I want some chicken all of a sudden.
Yeah, some of that Nashville hot.
I don't think I've ever tried real Nashville hot chicken. Is it like hot? It's probably hot as fuck, right?
Oh, it's very warm. I to be fair though, I have such a weird spice tolerance that, like, I don't know. It's not insane. It depends on where you get it from though. Like, there are crazy versions.
It would probably burn my lips off and I'd want to cry. But
there's a great old video with Sean Evans and Brian Redband from JRE eating hot chicken at a place in LA, and Brian Redband like dies. It's very good. I recommend that.
I gotta look it up.
You know what? I'll put a link for it in the description.
That reminds me. Did you see the hot ones with Shaq?
Yeah, Shaq.
Yeah,
I blacked out during that episode. As a matter of fact.
Oh, cool. So you can watch it again.
Yeah, girlfriend Karen and I ended up drinking a full bottle of vodka during that episode. Not just during that episode, but that was around the time during the full bottle of vodka that I blacked out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Shouts to I think it's St. Petersburg vodka. It's all right. It's not great, but for $10 a bottle, it's not bad.
Okay. Well, that's all we got for UFC Nashville, or as
that's right,
we like to call it, ESPN Plus 6.
That's right. You guys can follow us on Twitter, TSOV Pod. If you guys could like and subscribe, if you hit the bell on YouTube, it will let you know when we go live, since it's always a random ass time, since whether it's Chris or I who are lagging, one of us always is. So if you hit that bell, it'll let you know when we go live. Also, if you guys want to send us an email, christhesoundofviolence.com or sovpod@gmail.com. We always appreciate the feedback. Let us know what shows we're sleeping on. You can also let us know that on Twitter. You can always leave us a review on iTunes, which severely helps the show.
Yes, please.
It's a super big help. So yeah, if you guys could do that, just leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. That'd be dope. And yeah, that's about all I got. Chris, anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, except luckily for me, the weather tomorrow and all weekend in Peoria, Arizona is not going to be terrible. So I am stoked.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a lot of good photos of baseball. And I'll probably try to get some autographs. Not really focused on that shit, but I just want to get some good action shots. But either way, man, I'm going to have a blast. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't know what kind of food's really in Arizona besides Arizona-style Mexican food, which I'll probably just skip.
That's a decent point.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's in Arizona besides a lot of weird people.
Which city are you in?
Peoria, which is like...
Oh, you mean Illinois?
Oh, okay. Then fine.
I don't know.
Like Arizona, I feel like is just like Florida West because of the weirdness.
I mean, the hookers are not dissimilar. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, and
shouts to Lacey.
Extreme The extreme lack of gun control.
Yeah, that too. So anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this here. I do expect you to, any person you get an autograph from, ask them what their thoughts are on Brody Stevens, because I bet since Brody Stevens is of course from Arizona, I bet you they love some Brody Stevens. So that'll be.
I fucking hope they do.
Oh shit. Well, no, I mean, no one's ever said a bad thing about Brody.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't think why anyone ever would.
Yeah,
I mean,
like if just start asking for autographs, going, yes, you got it, positive energy.
Yeah, man, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You got it. Cool. We'll go ahead and wrap this here. But like we said, you guys can always hit us up on Twitter, TSOE Pod. Let us know what podcast we should be checking out. There's too many to keep track of every week. But if you guys shoot us a tweet or shoot us an email letting us know of something that was fantastic. I know people like Judo Bill and J1 MMA, I think is the other dude's name, who I always butcher. We appreciate the hell out of it, and it's always cool. So I am gonna go and try and be less sick, because man, it's been a rough fucking couple days. But we'll be back next week for. Wait, are we back next week, or do we have next week off?
I think it's off. I think.
Oh, you should wait. No, I don't.
Nope. Wait.
Wait. I can figure this out. Let me.
Nope, we're not off. We're off the week after. 2 weeks after we're off.
What's the card next weekend?
Next week is Pure Violence with Edson Barboza versus Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, I'm fucking hyped for that card.
Yeah, holy shit, that's in fucking Philadelphia.
That will be.
And if you've ever been to Philadelphia or know people in Philadelphia, go watch Bill Burr's rant from 2006, or just figure out when it comes to sports, people from Philly aren't really that nice.
That's right. Fuck you and fuck the fucking Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna get out of here, but we appreciate y'all listening, and we'll be back next week. Till then, everybody, go do something decadent. We out. Bye.